the next thing we do have is Assassin's Creed 3, which is a very
Yes,
special game to you. And I think
it is.
it is, you know, when people say like, oh, like X or Y game is underrated, I think
Mhm.
Assassin's Creed 3 genuinely is underrated, like in the very
Yes.
like literal way.
hmm Absolutely. I would agree. Calling something underrated is such a meme, like kind of what you're
It
talking about.
really
It's
is.
like,
It's
oh,
it's a
everything is
clickbait
under.
term.
I was just one day I hopped into the server and I said, I'll read out what I said. I said, I think choreo has ruined my ability to play games normally. I'll be playing a game by myself and I'll be frustrated by the fact that I don't get enough animation variety in my actions. You know, stuff that would never even touch the mind of a normal player of games. I said, the thing is, I don't know how to break it. I was just so upset with like, just, I want to play a video game. Hopped in AC3 and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down and play Assassin's Creed 3 from the beginning to the end. Not 100%ing anything, but like a thorough, patient playthrough of the game. I'll read you the restrictions I put on myself. No fast traveling. In-world fast travel points like the port master, the harbor masters or whatever, like those were allowed, but I only ever used it once because the game is like go talk to the harbor master and go back to the homestead. I'm like, okay, well, am I really just gonna not do that when the story like explicitly has me, you
Right.
know, am I really not gonna? It's like, okay, fine, I'll use it. No checkpoint resetting unless something game breaking happens.
Yeah.
I think for the average player who doesn't have choreo brain rot, if you wanna like, if you get detected and you want to reset a checkpoint, feel free. In some games, I think part of the intended game experience is getting detected and hiding again and then getting back into stealth and using your, okay, just adapting to the situation.
Yeah.
But so often in AC3, that is just not doable at
Yeah, the
all.
mission design kind of
So,
breaks sometimes.
yeah, so feel free to reset checkpoints, but I forbade myself from doing that. Delete the choreo brain rot. Okay, so number three, no horse whistle except for when it makes sense, when you not having a horse makes no sense. Number four, no minimap. Waypoint marking is allowed but discouraged. Number five, playing each moment with deliberate role playing intent.
Yes.
Jogging instead of sprinting everywhere. Number six, doing all homestead missions as soon as they're available. Fully developing homestead with trading convoys and putting serious effort into crafting things and buying them, and not buying them, even consumables. The rest of point six was spend time with homesteaders, literally just like watching them live their lives.
Just
I don't
looking
know,
at
like
their animations, yeah.
go into the tavern and like listen to them talk to each other. Number seven, do as many optional conversations as you can find. And by the way, if you ever play AC3 again, please make sure you go back to Connor's village and talk to the clan mother in Kanantokon like as often as you can. Because there's some plot developments that like kind of feel like they come out of nowhere if you don't hear those. So number eight, do all naval missions and peg leg missions. Number nine, actually use the underground for traveling instead of fast travel. Number 10, play board games with people and hunt often. And number 11, always move in low profile when going through deep snow on foot. Yeah, so anyway, I do this AC3 playthrough and I now have a full terabyte of AC3 footage on my PC. Like 60 hours is what I got. And like it's given me such a new appreciation for the game and it's really shown me like I think I want to I want to upload this series and then in addition want to make a video. I think I mentioned this to you before. Not necessarily like in defense of Assassin's Creed 3, but
But just
more
sharing
like
what's cool about it. Like,
how to enjoy AC3.
yeah.
I think cuz there ultimately I can't call AC3 good in the same way I would call, say, AC1 good or Assassin's Creed Brotherhood good.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest issues with the game is that AC3 is a slow burn,
Yeah.
and it needs to be. It needs to be enjoyed very, very slowly, patiently, and methodically. But it lets you not do that.
Yeah. And it lets you kind of
It,
like ruin your own enjoyment of
yeah,
it, like unknowingly.
Yeah, exactly. That is like my number one criticism of the game in terms of narrative because it completely allows you to ruin a lot of the things. And that was something I really noticed with this playthrough.
Yeah.
Was so many of the common criticisms of AC3 just disappear
Yeah.
if you play it slowly and really try to do all the side content. This is something that I point to, and this is I've had a lot of conversation with people on the server is like AC3 is a very integral system, and this is kind of my thesis statement, is that I think if we talk about like which of the games in the Assassin's Creed franchise are the best at giving you the assassin fantasy, my answers, I have two. The AC1 and AC3. Assassin's Creed 1 is the best game at giving you the assassin fantasy according to the assassin.
And then
Right?
AC3 is that like according to society.
I would actually say according to the man.
Ooh.
According to the person who is an assassin.
Right, yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
Because AC3, right? AC1, it is. I mean, you talk to Fair. You should talk to Fahrenheit about this. You guys, he's working on some like massive AC1 analysis.
He's shown me bits and pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like there's the amount of scouting, pre-planning, the investigation, like that. Genuinely, like, he made points. It's like there's no other stealth game that really does this. Like genuinely, none. There is not any of the greatest stealth games, greatest Splinter Cell is, greatest Hitman is. None of them let you do this. This is genuinely unprecedented in the gaming world.
Never been done before or since.
Yeah, I'm sure there's maybe been like a few indie games that have tried something similar, but like in AAA, nothing, right? And it really lets you sink into the job of the assassin.
That's why I love it.
Yeah, and that is valuable and fantastic. Now, according to the man, in the Assassin's Creed franchise, has there ever been a game that really just made you live the life of your character more than AC3?
No, I don't think so.
Not even necessarily made you, like, really enables that.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. Free run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap. Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
This might actually be the hardest start to an Assassin's Creed game ever, and I'm not even joking about that.
Must agree that effort is not wanting. We are not in the old world, though, and should count our blessings. Oh, be still. Doesn't the smart ship. The ale is beyond reproach. Yes, beautiful. It's tight in all the right places. It makes his calves. Oh, there I go, gossiping like a maidservant when I should know better.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity.
I already have.
And for. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
1,000 pardons. So sorry. My apologies.
They satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a bucket. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation, so I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty has brought more goods into our lofty year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, leave her 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine. 'Tis woman that seduces all mankind. Like her we first were taught our weakling art. Her very light can cheat when vanity is gone. She tricks us of our money with her heart. Woman that seduces all mankind. Like her we first were taught our weakling art. Her very light can cheat when vanity is gone. She tricks us of our money with her heart. Order of boots by night. We roam for pride and to bribe her shore. Some love like law,
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put it in the cheek.
for her like boots by night. We roam for pride and practice every of love like law.
Jerry's really burning. Tonight is a war.
Ha! Well, make haste and you get
should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Come, please!
That man there! Seize him! But I've done no wrong! I swear it! Any weapons? Nothing. We must keep looking.
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone? Can we proceed, please? Patient, please! Let us through! Up there! I can remember.
Peace, friends, there is no danger! Peace, friends, there is no danger! Peace, friends, there is no danger!
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in
leave
there?
at once.
There's a killer about. I'm scared where it came. Peace, friends, there is no danger! Peace, friends, there is no danger! Move! Imbecile! Where are you? Give a shout.
Yes, I saw that on my way through Park. Terrible. You know, it's incredible. All the main
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Fresh air might do me good.
On the bowl and the old man is a growling. On the bowl and the bowl and the bowl.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal, more lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
Why not both?
Nice take. Nice take.
Correct move is to stop chaining, but I'm not going to do that, am I? I rest my case. Immediately screwed myself. I do get better at this game. This one, though, not so much.
Captain?
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
Hell of a day for a sail.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. No, you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I can. And yet here you be.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Look at how he bumbles about. Pathetic. Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Anoint him with the oil of blood!
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be. Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
What's the meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
I'll give you that one.
there.
So now that sets up a chain though, which is good. Very smart, because now he can't move away from me. Don't do that. Endgames of Phanerona can be pretty tricky because it's all about boxing in. See here, that's a terrible move. He just lost the game with that.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I best get to work.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine.
We're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits.
Someone needs to have words with him.
Mills tried. Captain turned him away.
Then he must try again, with more force if need be.
You looking for another fight? That it? Go away.
Say to you.
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs, reduce rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Have you taken ill?
Oh, nothing like that. I was wondering if you'd heard any rumblings of trouble aboard.
What sort of trouble?
Unusual complaints or grievances? Men taking issue with the captain
You
or the
sound
passengers.
just like James. Like I told him, I've been much too busy with my research to notice anything not work-related.
And where might I find James?
The galley's your best bet. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me.
So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
I think I was testing to see if there's any contextual blend or something like that there.
You must expose whatever they're plotting.
Your crew's a tight-lipped bunch, but I'll see what I can do.
Well, hurry up.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face in too, so we can't see him watching.
Quiet! Here he comes. Make like you're working.
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Must be a bug that allows you to trigger this one twice.
It's the both of them.
Oh well.
Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine. We're stuck with tinned fish and biscuit.
Curious. Most curious.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right. We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness!
Arm yourself! I'll fix your sail for you.
Batten down the hatches!
Get off the rigging! Secure the You take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
Batten down the hatches!
Thank you.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle it. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives, I thought.
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had I had hoped that I might study under you.
Hello, sir.
If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Thief! Someone stop him!
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might see.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
For the widest assortment of dry goods, feed and other staples, $2.06 the price. I come the shilling. What about $3?
Get back here with that, you rogue!
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah. If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
If you've a delicate problem...
Well, that was interesting.
The Black Swan Inn offers you the finest fare in the city. Come for our famous Sunday roasts, washed down with Durham ales, and enjoy our new bowling green out the back. The Boston Country Journal. 1 penny goes a long way.
To business.
That the Mill Pond Bridge has been declared unsafe and should be obviated from your itineraries until such time as repairs have concluded.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the Order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause. And you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
Why, Terry? Where's the thieves come
skittish old man.